What's good, Chaotic Nation? It is your boy Chaos here, and we are back with another episode of Apex Legends Ranking. This time we are dealing with the Winter Express, the new game mode that came out last night. Actually, it's just I've been playing it all night. I stayed up. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. Your boy brings you content. What can I say? Well, we got the rankings for the Winter Express, all the legends. We're going to go through in order. Now, this is going to be different from the tier list videos. I'm not going to be doing tiers. I'm going to be doing just like going through each one, talking about what I think is bad about them, what I think is good about them. We're going to do it from worst to best. Obviously, that's the only way to do it. And the really cool thing about the Winter Express feature is that each legend has their own individual customized set. So you get 2 guns, you get some attachments on each of them, you get 2 grenades, and you get unlimited meds, you get unlimited shields, and you have blue armor and blue backpack. So you get to carry quite a bit of ammo. It's pretty much what your entire inventory is going to be. You drop 2 stacks when you die. It's really great. It's a lot of fun. So let's get into why I think some of these sets are better than the others. Again, keep in mind this is my opinion. Only if you like a certain legend, feel free to choose it over my favorite one in this kind of game mode. Also, this is just what I think is useful. And honestly, this comes down to a lot to what guns are you really good with. So like maybe you're really good with like a devotion, and so maybe that set's going to be good for you. Or maybe you're really good with a 99, and that's what you really should be looking at getting. So it really depends on what kind of gun you're good with and what you can make use of. So let's get in this video, starting off with the worst Apex Legend character for Winter Express. We have Lifeline. Lifeline set is actually really bad. A lot of defensive characters typically don't have anything on it. And why Lifeline is bad, honestly, a really good reason why Lifeline is bad is because the loadout. You have a Hemlock, you have a 3-burst weapon, good luck with that, and then you have a EVA 8. You're basically going to be using that EVA 8. You're going to have to do close range battles. You're going to have to be really accurate with Hemlock and EVA 8. Now, if you're really good with them, feel free to run this set, as I said. But Lifeline just doesn't have anything to offer. What a really good way to play this game is to get off the ship, to get off the Express, take out your enemies as best you can. Once they start pressing the thing, push into it, try to avoid fights face to face, and then get out of there. Lifeline does none of that. Absolutely none of that. It just goes in straight, tries to sit on the ship, and you have to just destroy people. You have to be accurate, you have to hit your shots. Lifeline is one of the hardest characters to play in this game. And the drone honestly doesn't do anything for you. You have unlimited meds, so there's no reason the drone's going to be helpful. It makes Lifeline literally useless in this game mode. And, you know, if you want to run Lifeline, feel free. Lifeline still is an interesting character, but the other characters are way better. So, moving on to our next pick, we have at number 10, because there's only 10 legends. There's only 11 legends. So, number 10, we have Gibraltar. Alright, so Gibraltar's not terrible. It's got a Spitfire and a Mozambique. At least it's got something. You got a Digi Threat, which is actually really useful because a lot of smoke does pop up. You can use your ultimate with the Barrage, but you're going to have people who can hide on the sides of the thing. And there's obviously buildings around the area you're going to be shooting in. The ult is useless when you get over to the far side of the map in the bunker where you cannot literally get down there to even call it, so it's useless at that point. But Gibby does have some capabilities. The shield obviously is really good. That's always been a good thing for Gibraltar to have. The only other thing is it doesn't really do much. The dome is nice to, like, if you want to hold a position, but you're going to have to fight close quarters most of the time, and that's not going to be the best idea for trying to get on the ship. So good luck with that. Again, I like to play distance and go in, so having something that I can't play any distance with. Yeah, the Spitfire can give you one shot if you tap it, like if you tap the trigger, but it is kind of difficult to aim at that far range, so I would recommend getting someone with a sniper rifle or something like that. Next up, we have Bangalore. Again, same situation as Gibraltar, except I think it's a little bit better because Bangalore does get the ability to set up the smoke, and that's really helpful, although it's not super great. You have, obviously, Jibby has Digi Threat, but like a Flatline EVA 8, not the best gun set, not the best thing to have there, and, you know, it's kind of interesting to see. Like I think they try to balance the defensive characters in Bangalore because of the ults, and that does not help out really here at all with Gibby and Bangalore. They really just don't do much at this point. And, you know, the smoke is nice, but there are other legends that can shoot through it, so it's not the best thing in the world. Moving on, we got next is Octane. So Octane is really cool. It's got a 301 and with an anvil, that's really good, and then a really good 45 in the back, so you have a rapid fire gun. Pretty good set, honestly. No sniping, again, makes this thing really hard to use, but a fun way to run Octane in this game is to jump over, is to put a jump pad in the middle of the floor and then use it to jump across, try to snipe things out of the air. That's basically what you're going to have to be doing. You have the one shot with the 301, so it sort of gives you a sniper rifle, but it doesn't put as much output as one of the other guns. So while Octane is useful here, the ability is, again, not really useful. You get through it, like the guns are great, but the ability is not so much. Unless you fall off the train, you're trying to catch up to it, and you want to use the stem, that's about the only way. But I mean, it can get you out of situations, but it's not the best. Octane's definitely not the best when it comes to playing in this game mode, because you are either bunkering down or you're trying to play distance offense, and Octane really doesn't give you either. It gives you speedy run around, and I'm going to try to shoot you. So yeah, have fun with that. Next up is Caustic. So we're getting some defensive characters here. Caustic actually is pretty good. The only thing I don't like about Caustic is the weapon set. It's got a triple take and a P2020. Now, they're trying to make this balanced because Caustic can set up the gas traps and just basically camp on the entire ship. So good luck trying to get through that. But having a triple take and a P2020, you're really not given much offense. You're giving one shot. You have to basically run a triple take, try to hit something with it every single time. Or you got to take the P2020 that has a decent fire rate and try to hit something with it. So maybe give it a better gun. Maybe that would be more useful. I don't know what you could give it. Maybe something like an alternator instead of the 2020. Maybe don't give it a triple take and give it something else. I don't know, like maybe you give it the Devo if you wanted to do that. But Caustic is just an interesting kind of character here. It doesn't really, you don't really have a loadout. That's the issue. You're going to be using gas traps, but you don't have a loadout, and good luck with that. Next up is Watson. So again, another defensive Wow, I'm playing Pokemon too much. Another defensive legend, and I think Watson actually is decent in this game. You can set up, you can set up so many of the electric poles that your opponents literally cannot go through one section of it, and then you can put up the ultimate in that spot, so you can literally just camp there. So Watson's good for camping. That's about it. Doesn't give any range. You're gonna have to be decent with a flatline or a P2020, and it's kind of interesting to try to run Watson. Better loadout would give this character a higher place on this list, but as a defensive character, Watson actually works sort of well with the set it's given. So we're starting to get into the good legends. Next up is Wraith. So Wraith actually comes a little bit higher on this list than some of the other ones. You have the ability to get out of a gunfight. If you can use your portal. You can use your portal to get across the ship, even if you want to set it up that way. You have a lot of different things you can do with the Wraith here to get out of gunfight or to just get behind your enemies. So it's really useful there. Also, you do have a wingman. While it's not a sniper rifle, it is a decent gun to hit from range. I like it because I literally can hit good shots with it from range, so I like it for that reason. But there's another character who has a better wingman in my mind. The Prowler's nice, but without the rapid fire, it's kind of useless. So that's a little bit of a hindrance here to Wraith's set. If you give it a rapid fire, I'm gonna choose this set. I 100% would choose this set. If I got rapid fire, I would choose Wraith over any other character. But that's not the case, and I'm not gonna choose it. Next up, we got Krypto. Krypto's actually really good in this game. You can set up the drone to sit above. You can see where people are going on the ship. Since you're in this one little area, you can just sit there and you can see where people are. They're going to have to try to take down your drone. The only thing is you have to get it set up, and so that means you're going to have to start farther away, come in, put the drone up. You have a longbow, so you can snipe people with it. You have a 6 scope, too, which is great. And then you have a devotion, so if you get close up and personal, it would be really great that way. Also, you can use the ultimate if someone like a Watson sets up in the place. You can just blow all those away with your EMP. So that's really nice to have. And I feel like Krypto is a really good character in this game. Next up, we have Pathfinder. Pathfinder is always a really good character. You have the capability of getting to different places that other characters cannot get to, and that is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to playing the game. You have a longbow for a nice scope. You have an alternator that has a 3 stock and a 3 clip. So you're going to be able to deal some damage, and you're also going to have a lot more ammo in your clip, making it a lot easier to kill your enemies. Because oftentimes you find yourself you run out of ammo before you get to kill your enemy, unless you're hitting every single shot, which you're probably not going to hit every single shot. So I feel like this is probably one of the better loadouts gun-wise. Longbow alternator. I mean, you hit somebody with that longbow headshot, you're probably going to take them out. And since you only have blue armor, you're going to break armor. So it's really interesting and really cool that Pathfinder gets that capability. You also get that zip line to get to a higher spot, use it to get across the map, use it to swing in between the tops of the the train if you want to. It's got a lot of perks to do it, and I think Pathfinder is a pretty solid character. Next up is Bloodhound. We're getting to the top of the list. This is the one right before the penultimate pick, and the reason this set gets here is because that 99 is just so dang good. Having one of the best rapid fire rates in this game is going to be great for close to close combat. Bloodhound also has a nice ability. You can see where your enemies are by using your ultimate, or even just using your tactical to see where people are. So Bloodhound is useful in that sense. As well as it has a scout. You can scout from range, you can shoot things from distance, and scout's actually a really good, probably one of the best rate of fire sniper rifles out there. So Bloodhound is a really nice character to run in this game. I've had a lot of fun using it, but I think there is another character who just outclasses Bloodhound, and that has to be Mirage. Alright, I give Mirage a lot of crap in these kinds of videos. Mirage is always the worst, always does the worst kind of game. But for me, Mirage is the best. And I'll tell you why. I'm good with the Havoc and I'm good with the Wingman. That is the big reason why I'm good with Mirage. We have the 2x scope on the Wingman, which is actually really crucial, because you can get a closer range and you're not going to be that far away from people. You're not going to need like a 4x or a 3x scope. 2x actually really good, and that's probably all you need. So having the 2x scope on the Wingman, being able to hit something with it, that is really nice. And then you have a longer clip, so you have more shots at it, and it's also a really fast firing gun. So it's a pistol, so it's going to be pop, 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 pop. You can just go through it. And then Havoc is a nice gun. You have the turbochargers to make it hit a lot harder, which is really nice when you have to deal with, a low clip size, and you also have to deal with a lot of enemies in one spot. It's nice to have the Havoc just to plow through your opponents, and you don't have to really worry about what they're going to be bringing or what they're going to be doing, because you can just hit them a couple times and they're dead. You can melt people with it, and it's really great. You just got to be good with the energy weapon, and honestly, it's great. And honestly, the abilities are really nice too. It does the same thing that Wraith does, except instead of getting out of a situation, you can trigger somebody. You can see where somebody is by sending your decoy out. You can use a decoy to try to rush. If like the enemy team is closing down on the train, you can use a decoy to scout them out, to see where they are. They'll start shooting at it, and then you can come in from the other side and destroy them the other way with one of your guns. So it's really useful that way. And then you also have the ability to set up the escape route, where you pop up a circle of mirages and you can get out of that. So that is also a very useful way, a nice tactical ability to get out of a situation that you are in if you get stuck in a bad spot, that is a great way to get out of it. So, have fun using Mirage, and that honestly is my ranking for this video. I think Mirage is the best in this game, so it makes sense honestly, because it's like Mirage's Winter Express, so Mirage being good in this game kind of makes sense. I don't know if they did it on purpose, just happened that way, but yeah, Mirage is definitely the best legend for me, in my opinion, in this game mode. Feel free to let me know your comments in the comment section down below. What do you think? Which legends would you pick? Let me know down there. I'm interested to see what legends you are using. And honestly, enjoy this as the holiday seasons come in, and have fun with it. It's a great game mode. I'm really excited for it. When they announced it in the Game Awards, I was really excited. I stopped watching. I immediately went and picked this game up. So I've been playing since then. It's 1 o'clock in the mornings, but we're still out here making content for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button, so that way you never miss any content here from Invisible Corporations. We got some big plans coming up in the next couple months as we begin the new year. So happy holidays to you and yours, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys next time here on Invisible Corporations with another video from either me, Tui, Damien, or maybe even somebody new. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say anything else, but you know. Have fun, enjoy this game mode, and let me know what you're using. I want to see your sets in the comment section down below. Make sure you check me out as well. Feel free to check out my links in the description, as well as the other content creators. They're down there too. And, you know, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, my name is Chaos, and I am signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.